Hi friends, welcome back. Just wanted to update you regarding the latest quarantine exemption rules for the international returnees across India in any state. So let us quickly start directly. As you can see, this is the news snippet from Times of India. Now apply online for quarantine exemption. So you can apply online for quarantine exemption. I'll just show you what are the details of it. And as you can see, there is a website from DIAL. India bound international passengers can fill in mandatory self declaration form as well as apply exemption from institutional quarantine process. So usually when you come back, you might be asked for institutional quarantine, but you can get an exemption from that. And let us quickly see what are the other details, how we can achieve the same. And as you can see here, link is given, and also to submit it along with supporting documents including copy of passport, and you have to do these things at least 72 hours before boarding the flight. So please remember, this is very important. 72 hours before boarding the flight you have to fill this mandatory online forms. Now all the applications will be auto routed to your respective governments. So if you can apply on this portal across India, and the application will directly go to the respective state governments. Under Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, you are going to fill a self declaration form also. I will just show these two things of exemptional form filling as well as self declaration form, and those forms will be auto routed to your state government to the destination where you are going. Copy of approval or rejection of exemption or request certificate will be emailed to you. So when you if it is granted, you granted exemption from mandatory institution, you will get a mail, you will get details accordingly after filling in. And these are the categories now. You will get exemption for: pregnant woman, suffered a death in family, suffering serious illness, or you are accompanying a child below 10 years. Nothing is there, then you can go for RT-PCR test, and with the report also you can do. So what you have to do is just open a Google search page on, you can do it from mobile also. Just search for New Delhi airport, and it's a one word and no space in between, New Delhi airport. And you can see here www.newdelhiairport.in is the website. Just click there, and once the website loads, you can see here there is an option called Air Suvidha. You can see here Air Suvidha, and just click on the Air Suvidha button. Once you click, there is a drop down. Two options are there: self reporting form and apply for exemption. So first you have to do the exemption form, apply for exemption, because after doing this you will be filling the request number in the self reporting form. So we will do self reporting second, and first the exemption. So if you are not having any exemption, you are not in exemption category, you can omit this and directly go for reporting form. Now let us see what is there in exemption form. I just click the exemption form, and you can see here Air Suvidha exemption request form for all international, and you have to fill it within 72 hours of boarding the flight. It is very important, and it is clearly mentioned it is an exemption request form for all international arriving passengers to India. Okay, so any state, it's across any states in India. So what are the details you have to fill in? I'll just show you quickly what are the things you have to fill in the exemption form. First one is the full name you have to fill as per your passport, and your gender. It's a drop down menu, you can click there and see three options are available, and then you have to fill in email ID, and these all the things are mandatory. Next, the date of birth and your contact number, primary contact number, okay, preferably Indian number, and passport number you have to fill in here. And after that, directly you can see upload passport copy. You have to upload JPEG or PDF format. Maximum is 1 MB limit. If you click there, you can attach as a document from your system or from your mobile, and remember 1 MB is the maximum size. And the next one is first airport entry. This will help you, suppose you are entering to one airport and going to another airport. So this says your first airport entry to India. So where you are landing first, if your landing and destination is same, you can fill both as same, first airport and landing destination airport as same. So first airport clearly says where you are landing first time in India, in which airport has to be filled here, and final destination address, and this is your address of final destination, that means in which state, where is your address, the finally you are going to stay, and destination city, flight number you have to enter, which flight you are coming from outside, I mean international flight, and date of journey. You can click on the calendar button here and that will open up a calendar like this. I'll just show you the calendar here. So from the calendar you can change, I'm just searching for, this is the calendar, and from the calendar you can change the year by clicking the right top button, and once year is changed, you can select the month also and date also. Just click on the date, the calendar, I mean date will be auto taken. Next one is the first airport entry. Okay, so in state, in your destination state, final destination state, which is the airport, and final destination which is the state. So you have to fill the pin code also here, and your PNR number also important if you have. Okay, and then country of departure, from where you are starting your journey, Afghanistan, Albania, all the countries in the world is available here, you can see here. So whichever country you are traveling from has to be filled here, and after that this is one of the most important things, and it is the exemption category which you fall into. You click there, we have discussed in the beginning itself, but still I will say you this is the category. If you are not falling into any category, the last category RT-PCR test, you can select it, but you have to do the test before sending to ours and upload a supporting document here, and click on the upload file and again upload. You can read through this attachment. They have told pregnant woman what are the things you have to attach. This is also very important here, because how you will prove your urgency. Pregnant woman has to attach doctor recommendation letter, and parents accompanying 10 years child is attached passport copy is enough. Suffering from illness has a medical certificate, and nothing is there. The last option, upload RT-PCR negative report or RT-PCR test result, okay, which is showing negative. That also will do if you are not falling into any other category, but still you need. And you can add number of passengers here. One by default it will be one is the minimum. If you click on plus button 2 and passenger 2 has details has come up, you have to fill all the details of second passenger, and you have to upload the copy of passport of the co-passenger. This is for co-passenger we are discussing here. So if you click three forms will be loaded like this for 3 passengers. By default it will be 1. Once it is done, click on the submit button and we are done. You will get an generated report generate. Now you can see here again, you go back to Air Suvidha. If you click there, we are going to second place where you have to fill self-reporting form, and this is mandatory for persons you are coming back. Exemption is optional. But if you have exception only you can apply, but self-registration form is mandatory. You can see here it is clearly mentioned on top, self-reporting form to be mandatorily filled by all international arriving passengers to India. So this is a mandatory form for everyone. And here also the first option you can see, if you have an exemption, that is why I was saying you to fill the exemption form first if you have an exemption, so that you can enter your reference number here. Okay, if you already have applied for exemption request form, please enter unique application reference number will be generated when filling the previous form, and you have to fill that number here. Okay, and after that enter your mobile number, passport number, again all the same details what we were filling there, and PNR number, all these things has to be filled, and then click on the next button. So once you click on the next button, you can see it will take you to another page. You have to fill in all these details, date of birth, flight, all those details. Whatever details you have filled will be automatically filled, but whatever remaining details you have to enter it properly here. And once done with, you can click on the upload file option. You can see here there is an upload file option to upload your passport copy. This is also mandatory. and date of arrival, country of, so this is basically you were filling the same information in the exemption form, but this registration form also you have to fill all this in your return tehsil, return destination, all the destination address, pin code, source and destination. Basically you have to fill everything including email id, alternate mobile number, and this is the extra things you have to fill for the this form, because this was not there. So now you are filling self declaration form, and this is the self declaration statements extra from the exemptional form. And you can see here you are declaring yourself whether you have some symptoms of, you have to declare it properly, otherwise you might attract legal actions if you are giving a wrong or false information. There is yes or no, and you again you have a question of are you suffering from, this means whether you have some any other illness apart from the COVID symptoms. This will help the authorities to treat you if you are in a danger or if you are in an unhealthy situation. So fill all these details properly, and after that details of cities or countries you visited in last 14 days, please mention here by comma. And after that the last part is again adding passengers as we have seen in the exemptional form, and you can tick all terms and conditions, read it and agree with it, click on the submit button. So this is and I have already shown this, but still if you are planning to add more passengers traveling with you, click on here, you can see here +2. I added one more co-passenger details have come up. I just clicked on the plus button, and for co-passenger also you have to fill all the details the same way you have filled your details, like passport copy also you have to upload for co-passenger. And this is the registration form. Remember, we are doing the registration form filling for international returnees, and you fill all your source, address and destination, where you are going, which state exactly, everywhere. And for co-passenger also you have to fill in COVID symptoms as well as pre-existing diseases you have to declare. See, you can see here. Once everything is done, you can click on the register button and click on the submit button here. So this is how you do an registration. Once things are success, it will be forwarded to your respective state government and the approval will come to you. So I would advise you to do this like 3-4 days before your travel, so that you will not have any problems at the last moment. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to our channel. Also give us a like to this video. Friends, see you with another video. Thank you very much.